Hi, my brothers and sisters. Remember I was telling you about the tree of life. Proverbs, all of it, if you read it, it tells you about the tree of good and evil, and it also tells you about wisdom. Wisdom is also known as the daughter. And I have Bible verses to pick it up. But it also tells you, we're back in the Garden of Eden right now, brothers and sisters. And there's people that are snakes trying to slither in, into kingdom marriages, into your home. Your home is just as important. You're the king and the queen of your home. You watch over your household, but you pray and you never give up. That the power of the Most High God in a prayer is more powerful than any witch, any warlock, than any snake in this world. She's healing it. She's healing this whole land, this whole world. Amen. So then we come to Proverbs 7. And this is our mother, our father speaking to her son and telling him about the daughter. Because it says, that Bible verse says, my brothers made me a keeper of my own vineyard, but my own vineyard I have not kept. Then it brings me to Proverbs 7. My son, keep my words, lay up my commandments with thee. Keep thy commandments and live. My law as the apple of thine eye. Bind them up in thy fingers, write them upon the tables of thine heart. Say unto wisdom, that's what they call the sister, is wisdom. And it says it just like that. Proverbs 7:4. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister. Call understanding thy king's woman. They may keep thee from strange women, from a stranger which flattereth her words, for at window for my house that I look through my casement, and behold, it says, and beheld among the simple ones I discern, among the youth a young man void of understanding. Passing through the streets near her corner, he went way into her house. Now that's a tree of good and evil. Pathway to hell. The commandment, she said, listen to your sister wisdom. That's a tree that's just giving good fruit, or the pathway to hell. And it talks about her. Proverbs 7:9. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and in the dark night, and behold, there met him a woman, and attire of a harlot, and stubble of heart. She is loud, stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house. Now she is not without, but now in the streets, lieth in wait in every corner. And she caught him, kissed him with an impudent face, and said unto him, I have peace offering with me, and day I have paid my vows. Therefore, come, I for to meet thee, diligently to seek thy face, that I have found thee. I have decked my bed with coverings and tapestry, and the carved works in fine linen of Egypt. Where's Egypt? Come on, we were in hell in Egypt, right? I have perfumed my bed, my mirth, my olives, and cinnamon. Come, let us take our fill and love until the morning, and let us solace ourselves with love. For the good man is not at home, but he has gone in a long journey, meaning her husband. He had taken a bag with money with him, but I will come home in the day appointed. But with much fair speech, she caused him to yield. With flattering of her lips, and she forced him. He goeth after her straightway as the ox goeth to the slaughter, as a fool to corrections of the stocks, until a dart strikes through his liver, a bird that hasteneth to snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life. Hearken unto me now, therefore, O you children, attend to the word of mouth. In thine heart decline her ways. Go not astray into her path, that she has cast down many wounded, and many strong men have been slain by her. Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death. And she's out there. She's everywhere. You know? So when they sit there and they think, oh, the harlot, you know, everything's that's cute. Oh, you're going to go sleep with the harlot. Well, you just died. She has your soul, you know? And understand that this brings it to the prodigals and the sons and everybody in the world. That is telling us she's not going to have the prodigal. She ain't got that kind of power. You know, she does abuse that mother. It tells you in Revelation, our Father is going to say, come out of her. And they're going to come out of her. You know, the power of the Most High God. But she has to teach a lesson. You know, they're sitting there, trapping Sheol right now, doing nothing. And going, man, what did we do? But that's the thing. The sons and daughters that were left behind is to teach them a lesson. Satan can have them. But they're allowed to torment them because of them being stubborn and not wanting to listen to the wisdom that God sent them to bring them home. Jacob home, her children home. That's what they're doing. It's going to happen. Saying ain't that, but she has to lay the hammer down. And I have to be patient because for me to finish my course, I break that generational curse and she gives me a new tree of life. And my husband is getting healed. I got healed. And then we start a new one because I'm birthing a promised child. We are. You know, so we start a new tree of life, you know, that is in there. But you got this snake that's slithering there, just like in Adam and Eve, and trying to stop it. But you also have to fight your own demons in us and saying, no, you know what, walk away. Don't even put yourself in that predicament, especially right now. This is to the whole world. It's out there lurking, and it might be something that might even think that you know and be like, hey, why does that want me? Walk away. Walk away. Be a husband only to one wife. Have a husband only to one husband. You know, the beast system made you think that you could have 2 or 3 wives. That's why they married the hardest from hell. And they made a covenant with Satan. That's why there's 2 covenants. You feel me? Proverbs 8. And it says it just like that. Doeth not wisdom cry? And who's wisdom? Remember, she referred to her as a daughter. Listen to your sister. Listen to your sister. Wisdom, that's what they know her. And I just read that to you in Proverbs 7. Proverbs said the next kinswoman. Proverbs 8, do not wisdom cry to understand, to put her voice. She standeth on the top of the high places, in the way of the places of path. She cried at the gates, at the entering of the city, and coming in at the doors. Unto you, O men, I call my voice, and to the sons of men. O you simple understanding wisdom, ye are fools, but ye are not understanding the heart. Herefore I will speak excellent things, and open my lips shall be the right things. For my mouth shall speak truth, wickedness abomination to my lips. The words of my mouth are righteous, and they're not forward in preserving in them. And all the plain to him that understandeth. Write to them to find knowledge. Receive my instructions and not silver. Knowledge rather than choose gold. For wisdom is better than rubies. All the things may desire are not to be compared to it. A wisdom dwelleth in a prudence, to find out knowledge of witty invitations. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. Pride, arrogancy, evil way, and forward mouth do I hate. Counsel is mine, sound wisdom. I am understanding that I have strength. By me kings reign and prince decree justice. By me prince rule, nobles and judges of the earth. I love them that love me, and those that seek me early shall find me. Riches and dishonor are with me, and durable riches are my righteousness. My fruit is better than gold, and fine gold. My revenue is the choice of silver. I led the way of righteousness, the midst of the paths of judgment. I may cause those that love to inherit in substance. I will fill their treasures. The Lord possessed me in the beginning of his way, before his works of old. I said upon the everlasting, from the beginning of ever, and the earth was. You hear that? I was set up from everlasting, from the beginning, or ever the earth was. I was wisdom. I was set there. And it says, and this is Proverbs 8:23, not Proverbs 24. When there was no depths, I was brought forth. When there was no foundation, abounding with water. Before the mountains were settled, before the hills was brought forth, while as yet I had not made, it says that I had not made the earth for the fields, but nor the highest part of the dust of the world. When he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the death. Sorry. You get it? I was there. Wisdom, your sister. I was there. Before the depths, before foundation, before the waters, the daughter was there. The firstborn ever that's going to be around forever. Proverbs 8:27. When he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the dead. When he established the clouds above. When he straightened the foundations of the deep. When he gave the sea his decree, and the waters shall not pass his commandment. When he appointed the foundations of the earth. I was by him, as one brought up by him. I was the daily in his delight, rejoicing always before him. Rejoice in the habitable part of his earth. My delights were with the sons of men. Therefore hearken unto me, O you children. Blessed are they that keep my ways. Hear the instruction, be wise, and refuse it not. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting for the post of my doors. But whosoever findeth me findeth life, but shall obtain favor of the Lord. But he that sinneth me, wrong his soul, and all that hate me love death. Sorry, excuse me. Do you get it? Where I mean, it was father and there was mother, and then they birthed us. They put the seed. There's the trees before the foundation. We did this, we did that. That's how it started, the seed. You keep going. You know, it's in there. It's all in there. And the only thing that blows my mind is how they just want to put it as it's just man. We came from man, and that's all there is to it. You know, no, they want it to be just man, and there's women. The women are just as important. The queens are just as important. The tree of life is just as important. The chalice, the vessel of this world, the core of this world, the royal bloodline, you know. And there was also others, you know. But I'll just read Proverbs 31 and close it up. Okay. And this is the words of King Lemuel, the prophecy of his mother, taught him. What, my son? What is the son of my womb? And what is the son of my vows? Give not thy strength unto woman, neither thy ways to that which destroyeth king. It is not for the kings, O Emmanuel. It is not for the kings to drink wine, nor the prince strong drink. They drink and they forget the law. They pervert the judgment of any afflicted. Give strong drinks unto him that it is ready to perish, the wine of those that be a heavy heart. Let him drink and not forget poverty. Remember his misery no more. Open thy mouth, for the dumb is the cause of all. Such is an appointed to destruction. Open my mouth, judge righteously, plead the cause for the poor and the needy. Who can find a virtuous woman? Her price is far above rubies. My heart, it's the touch screens on when I went. I said, oh, really? Like it took off. Sorry. Back to Proverbs 31:11. Proverbs 11. The heart of her husband doeth safety, and he trusted in her. So shall he have no need of spoil. She will do him good and not evil in all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax, worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchants, the ships. She bringeth her food from afar. She rises also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considered the field, and buyeth the fruit of her hands. She planted a vineyard. She girded her lions with strength, and straightened her arms. She perceived her merchandise that is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. And what does that mean? Because you're the light in the world while you're in there. We all are, the children of God. That's why she said we're made in the image of her, right? But you lose that light, you perish, you die due to sin. That's why it said, awake as though that sleepest, because you fell asleep to sin, and arise from the dead, and Christ shall give you the light. She will breathe life into you. She will give you the light. You will come back from dry bones to prophesy to those bones and live. And your light, when their light goes out, that means she departs from you. You don't want that. And you don't. Proverbs 31. She girdeth her lions in strength, and straightened her arms. She perceiveth her merchandise that is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She lieth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold thy staff. She stretcheth out her hands to the poor, and she reaches out her hands to the needy. She's not afraid of the snow of her household, for her household are clothed with scarlet. She make herself covering tapestry. Her clothing is like silk and purple. Her husband has known the gates, and he sitteth among the elders of the land. She maketh fine linen and selleth, deliver the griddles and the merchants. Straighten and honor are her clothing, that she shall rejoice and in time to come. She opened her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue are the law of kindness. She looked well of the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of the idleness. That means no idol. I'm not idolizing nobody but her. Our Father, when I drop down to my knees, I ask her for deliverance. I don't idolize nothing. That's all it's saying. Make the men make themselves God. There's no God in this world. There isn't. But the maker, we're in an image made of her. Had I prayed to her, she's the one that moves mountains for me. All I have to do, believe and have faith and pray, and she does it. Our Father does it. We come from the maker. She looked well to her ways of her household, eateth not the bread of the idleness. Her children arise up, and they called her blessed, her husband also, and he praises her. Many daughters have done good virtuously, but thou doest excellent of them all. As this favor is deceitful, beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. You know? This is just to let you know that this is where we're at pretty much in Proverbs. When you read it, Proverbs, that tells you, it's like the tree where it's saying, either you're going to listen to the snake that's going to lure you right to the path of death, or you're going to sit there and just be a husband or a wife to one person, female and male. That's what she made from the very beginning. All she's saying, don't do that, because that's the pathway to hell. We're coming to the end times in Revelation. That snake is slithering in, and she doesn't even look like she does. Wake up. Wake up. My brothers and sisters, this world deserves so much better, and so do you. And she's parting the sea, And like I told you, Revelation 12, the woman's going to be given the sun and the moon under her feet. Then I will make your enemies your footstool. That's where we're at. Amen? That's all he does. When you sit there and you walk into the Creator, it's because you don't see her or my Father, that they're not real, that they are. They're around, they're everywhere. Just because you don't see them doesn't mean you don't exist. It does. I've seen the unseen and the seen, of the good and the bad. Which one are you inviting in your home? I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna see if I could find it. It shows a movie of John Ramirez, and he talks about how his dad pretty much baptized him into the ungodly at age 7. He became the son of Satan when you worship that. But I believe that he saved him and his family by turning around, and he's using his testimony, his story, how I used to serve darkness. Of course, the enemy's always going to titter-totter with you, but what's important, he loves his children. He loves his children. He's going to fight for them the right way because he can't win against God. I can't win against God if I was fighting against him. This world that is evil is not going to win against a creator. It's just who you give your power to. And he's using the gift and saying, you know what? This is how the ungodly, there is ungodly, there is darkness, and there's evilness in this world. And it had a hold on it by sin. That's it. It tells you how you could free yourself. Only that's able to help you and give you some discernment what the tree of life means and how it started from the very beginning. And we are here at the end times. Exactly how it started. It's just you're going to eat from that forbidden fruit. You're going to reap what you sow. But hopefully I was able to help you out. Shalom, shalom. It'll be a minute before I post it. I have to walk around and pray real quick. Amen. Amen.